I saw a very interesting video Zigo posted, and it contains Minister Moswaredi over there and the one from the minister from the Home Affairs, and he seems to have gotten on the wrong side of the law, and so basically the court has ordered him. They've ordered a punishment for him, particularly I think he's supposed to pay a portion of some fines and stuff like that. But the fascinating part of this video is how Zigo actually put it out. In the first part, when Zigo is introducing this story, this is what he said. I wanted you guys to hear this. In comparison to Bushiri's story, you guys remember Bushiri's story when he went to his country and he said South Africa is without law. Listen to what Zigo had to say on that.
Of Home Affairs have been slapped with a 10% order cost, personal order cost. There's a litigation which the Home Affairs has been ordered to pay. I think Zimbabweans, you should not celebrate these kind of things actually. That should be a point where you commend or kuchiva or just to look at the South African constitution with envy, the separation of judiciary and the states with envy. Hey, we wish if this type of constitutionalism, this type of respect of rule of law would happen back in our own country, where the courts can fully rule against a minister, saying that you as the minister, you aid in this and this and this. But
now, this was the video. That was the introduction. So basically, there's a fine that has been slapped on thingy. And I thought it was interesting because Bushiri, when he went back to his country, he started saying, oh, South Africa, it's a place like this. Hey, South Africa has no law. My case will never be done right. Listen to how this story actually unfolded. If Bushiri was right in what he said, then this story doesn't make sense. Because he claims that we are lawless. We are a lawless people. Listen to what happened here. Listen to this part here, right here.
You then here, Minister, and then we'll come to the cost issue. Is that you have an act that would have allowed for what is called administrative detention of undocumented foreigners for the purposes of deportation, and the Human Rights Commission saying that what was actually happening, people were being not the Human Rights Commission, I beg your pardon, human rights lawyers saying that people were being detained for 6 months, longer even, without being taken to court. Is this still happening?
No, it's not. They were talking about that in 2017, that people were staying for 6 months. I don't know anybody who's, in terms of the law, Thabo, when you detain somebody for deportation, they must appear in court within 48 hours. And if you don't want to do that, they must be deported within that 48 hours. If the 48 hours lapses, they must appear in front of a magistrate. If the 48-hour lapses during the weekend, on the first court day, you have to take them to court. So I'm not sure what was happening then that people have to stay for 6 months.
How do you then take this personal cost order that has been put towards you?
Remember, they have now charged you. So
Minister, they're saying that they ultimately the buck stop with you. The minister is ultimately accountable for the fulfillment of the objectives of his department and for the actions and failures of his officials.
If what Bushiri was saying about South Africa, that South Africa lawless, they're just against foreigners. Here, the minister is being fined for mistreating, or for his department mistreating or mishandling. How the
Yeah, well, Thabo, that's the apex court. If they say so, what can I say? That's why I'm saying I'm accepting. That is the finding of the court. Their finding was that they are convinced from the facts I gave them that I did not know I was in the dark. But then, as you said, they said, look, but the minister is finally responsible for the actions of all officials in the department. He takes responsibility.
Listen to that. Why is it that this video, so I I saw it because Zigo had actually posted it on his Facebook page. But Zalani, if what he was saying was true, South Africa is busy maneuverations of itself against foreigners. Why would they be there finding their own ministers for not carrying forward their duties rightly? No, or their department, or the department that they are supposed to be looking over foreigners. What if they are doing wrong? They are being held accountable. If our country was as lawless as he claimed, now you'll understand why I kept saying. I put an alarm. Yeah, my bad. So now you'll understand why I kept saying it's quite fascinating that for me, only he is right. Only he is right. But now here you can see it's the contrary. Now, for those that might be thinking this happened way back, no, this is a story that has been recently been published. If you go to the news, to the newsroom platform, you will see that this particular episode, this particular video has just recently been published over the last the last day or so. If you check on the dates there, it says November the 1st. So this was published about 2 days back from the time when I'm filming this video. And so the interesting part for me here is that it's contrary. Okay, the ideas that Bushiri was pushing are contrary to what we are seeing here in the story. What does that tell you? What else is he wrong on? If he said that the South African government, they're just against him, they're jealous. He said we are jealous. He said all of us, all of you are just jealous. That's nothing else. They're just jealous. They're just jealous because he's a foreigner and they're jealous. And I said it before that he was using the subject matter of xenophobia to justify his escape. And now here you have a story that shows that that particular narrative that he was pushing is not true. I thought this was worth sharing. Zico posted it on his channel. I wanted to kind of bring it back to you guys here. It's Ricky's Actuality Show, do daily Christian commentary videos. Please, let's not allow ourselves to be hoodwinked into funny ideas, which people have their own agendas. Now they want us to be fitted into their agendas. You ran away because you wanted to run away. The idea that you wanted to portray of South Africa, that South Africa, it's just against anyone who succeeds, who's a foreigner. It's completely contrary. And the idea here, this story here is an example. How is it that foreigners are the ones that are being protected against the minister? He said, no, chief, you have penalties to go and pay because your department mishandled this situation against foreigners. So the court is not captured by in this particular story. So to show very well that here we still have a form of, so that idea that he was painting that South Africa is lawless, if I go there, you want me to go there. So I hope this fixes some of those people, some of those brainwashed people there, some of those ones who have been brainwashed by all kinds of ideas. I hope this sorts out. It answers you in certain areas. It's the Actuality Show with daily Christian commentary videos. If it's the first time over here, be sure to check out the other videos that are down in the pinned comments. That was one interesting episode. It's Ricky. Yeah, I'll have a good one.